Welcome, Warmongers. This is Rob the Warmonger for Warmonger Gaming. And today we got a lot to do. We're getting close to Horde Night. I need to try and get more of my base finished with cobblestone. I don't have any nitrite or coal for making ammunition. And I need to get leveled up so I can start doing my farming. So, first things first, right outside, after getting the quest, there's a couple of nitrite nodes right outside the trader. So I'm going to go after it. Now I am going to speed it up to 5 times here, because if you've ever done this, you know how slow the pickaxe is, especially having to wait for your stamina to recover in the early stages of the game. But we're going to bop around, keep getting it, and we're always going to dig it out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Really helps us out, both with the algorithm and growing to where we can make money off of this, so we can do it for you all the time and get you more content. So again, digging along, and it just amazes me how deep the nodes can go in this game. It's like fantastic, like never-ending supplies, it almost seems like. And since there are 2 nodes right next to each other, I'm guessing there's probably a large node underground. I'm not going to get all the way to it. I'm just trying to get up to about 1,000. That should give me enough to make some planting plots, some farming plots, and make some more gunpowder so I can start stocking up on ammunition before we get started with the Horde Night. So keep on digging right there. Alright, so I'm kind of tired of this at this point, so I say, hey, you know what, it's 11 o'clock, I'm going to go and head for my mission. Of course, I'm still going to keep stopping, getting feathers, because I need feathers for arrows, and getting honey from the logs, because, good lord, I'm always getting infected. On my way there, I was initially under the impression that it was over by the burnt forest. Turns out it's not, but while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and chop down some trees, get some coal, and then head back over to the forest when I realize that's where I need to go. And I actually pick up my bike and just run, because when you got to go over the hills and stuff, it's just faster. So now that I'm back on the road, pop out the bike, keep on pedaling, and then pick up the bike again, run over the mountain. So unfortunately, I just don't think the bike is any faster than being on foot. Although it is nice having the stamina thing to consider. More eggs, more honey. And then right here I see a chicken. But oh no, there's a zombie in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and beat the hell out of him with my bare hands. I didn't want to have to kill you, but you made me. He's across there. So here I'm looking for the chicken, can't find him, so I decide I'm going to swim over across because I see a chicken over there. Now if you look at the top of the video, that's Bettina, that's my girl, she's hanging out with me while I'm streaming. She actually plays this game with me, so she's fascinated to see the updates with the stable version. So now the chicken hunt goes on for a while, so we're going to go ahead and 5 times to that. And then, after I finally catch the kitchen, I cold cock him. I knock him out in 1 hit. It's wonderful. Then I realize I don't have my bone knife. Now, hindsight is 20/20, because are you freaking kidding me? I don't have my bone knife. Like I said. But if I had really been thinking here, there was a pile of a carcass behind me. I probably could have chopped him up, gotten the bone knife, and then maxed out my feathers that I was getting from the chicken. But it is what it is. So get over here. Yeah, and then there's another one back there in the cornfield coming through. Yeah, I got a skill point. I can get my fortitude up some more so I can get my maxed out farming. So as you can hear in the background there when I'm playing, like my brain's all over the place thinking about everything that's going on, not just in what I'm doing at the time, but everything that's going on with my character development and advancing my base and building weapons. It's all in the back of my mind. So the joke I made there was, I don't know if she's a stripper, but she sure is wearing the uniform of one. And Bettina goes, hey, she might be a hooker. She's got a point. Could be. Especially since she's out in the field with a construction worker. It seems very likely that she may be a prostitute. So, got to get a drink, and then I'm going to head back out into the field and come across dinner. Now, I back up immediately because, like, every time I've ever had to fight one of these guys, I was stuck in the pin with them, and they wrecked me. But I managed to get a second shot in, finish him off, and then, of course, this LeBron James motherfucker here comes jumping over the fence. And why do I call him LeBron James? You see, I hit him with that arrow, and then, like, 10 seconds later, he flops to the ground. Man, he looks like LeBron James in the NBA Finals. Every time somebody breathes on him, he flops like a fish. Anyway, so get back over here. I'm going to collect my meat. Can't wait to make some bacon and eggs. So now I got a bone knife. Made one from the bones from the chicken. And then killed this guy. And that's more bacon. And I'm already running out of room, so that's not good. But I hear something. And here comes the zombie. So I don't even bother switching tools. I just go ahead and like cave his head in with the axe. Although I still think you should get more decapitations with the axe than you do. So we're going to zip back ahead, picking up all the resources, looting like crazy. And then I tapped that door and it was like 10,000 hit points. So I start going through the wall, but then I see, oh wait, there's a door on the other side of the barn. I don't need to go through the...
Somebody was going to fall through.
Go up.
Do this. Come on.
And then who's coming? Who's coming?
It's Big Mama's house.
Big Mama's house, or you can call her Mama June. But she's tons of fun. And tough as shit. And then we got Earl right behind her.
Yeah.
A little scrawny ass 80-pound dude. Hanging on this 400-pound woman. Go figure. Kind of like the shit you see every time you go to the fair. Alright, so we get back in here. More looting. More collecting of resources. And the whole time we're still looking for more zombies. And we're looking for our supplies. Because we haven't cleared out either one of the mission points yet. So. Getting over here. And then there's an egger over there. So we're going to go ahead and try and take him out with the arrow. And I actually see over there, you can see the... the supply satchel. So go ahead and take him out. And then, of course, I've got a shortness of arrows, so I'm jumping down there real quick to get the arrows, and then I'll come back up and get all these materials over here. Get a drink of water, back to getting materials, looting, and then I get over here, and yep, there's the satchel next to the chest, right there. Get the rest of these resources, chop open the crate, and of course, as you can see, I'm completely full, so I'm having to make decisions in the moment. What am I going to keep? What am I going to take? You know, it's kind of a personal preference what you want to do. Until I killed the last zombie, I can't leave the area, so it's not like I can run home and take him home and then finish clearing it out.
Look at now, honey. I completely did not see him.
And if you could hear it in the background, I didn't even see this pig who was sleeping there. Luckily, Bettina saw him, so I was able to one-shot him, get some more ham. I'll be making some bacon and eggs when I get back to the base. And I finally get up to Forager in my living off the land. So that should make it efficient enough in farming that I can actually make a profit from farming, which would be nice. So, but we'll see how that goes when I get back and start actually doing the farming. But now we're out here in the corn, and
Nope,
there's the last zombie.
yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and club him in the head with the pipe,
The way their like spinal columns like sit there and wiggle.
and I ended up knocking his head off completely. It was fantastic. And then back to collecting corn. Now I've cleared it out. I can actually go turn in the quest, but I'm going to collect the materials, tear apart the tractor, you know, collect all the extra resources I can get. But while I'm searching, find another zombie. So I use my assassin suits bonus along with the sneak attack for the extra damage.
Attack, so if I have time
And look at
draw,
that.
they don't wreck.
Got a loot bag. Gotta love it. So then I go back to the other side. I still want to get all the corn I can find. So I'm zipping through the whole field, heading back in the general direction that I need to go, while collecting corn also. Now, somewhere around here I can start hearing the zombie. I can't find the zombie. So I just keep collecting the corn. I'm trying to keep an eye out for him. And then the funniest thing, I collect a few corns, and then I can see him in the distance. So here he comes. He's running towards me. Well, he's stalking towards me, lumbering. And it's LeBron James again. So, but LeBron James has been such a punk lately. I'm not even bothering with a weapon. Of course, I end up paying for it. He sprains my leg. I'm this far away from the base. I got to get back there so I can turn in my quest. And now I got a sprained leg. So I'm going to zip through. There's still like 2 more fields that I could be collecting corn in. But because I got so arrogant and decided to go fisticuffs with LeBron James, clearly he had a reach advantage on me because he messed me up. So this time I'm trying to stick on the bike because that's not hurting my leg. And I'm going to try and ride the rest of the way back. And still stopping to get the occasional egg. Then I get to the last peak, and then it's all downhill from here, and I mean that literally and figuratively. Roll back across, pick up the bike, keep on going. Now I'm across the bridge, got the road all the way back to the trader station. And then I get to go to Trader Jackass again. Yeah, that's Trader Wreck, who's just a total jerk. Every single time I'm in there, kind of makes me want to punch the guy in the face. Unfortunately, you can't actually punch the traders. It would be great if you could. If I could, I would. No doubt about it. But now I gotta like make room so I can get the bundles. Head back out to the base so I can get my stuff put away. Because hey, look. Got another quest now. But it's almost dark, so I'm going to work through the night, working on my base, and working on making bullets and materials. So we're going to zip on through here. And it sounds hilarious when you hear me talking in the background during the stream at normal speed when I multiply it up. So organization is key, or when it's time to use something, you'll never be able to find it. Like even my clothing, I'm keeping it all perfectly organized so I can find everything first try. And I still manage to lose stuff all the time. And then I'll like find it later, be like, oh, that's where I put that. So upstairs, there's where my forge is. On the roof, I got my collectors. So get the forge smelting, get the workbench started on some ammunition. And then we're going to make some gunpowder over on the workbench. And then once we get that, I'm going to get the casings because I discovered the 7.62 high-powered rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and make some of those. I only have enough to make 13. but hey, that's pretty good for a high-powered round. Because I only have a 13, I'm going to use those with my single-shot rifle, and I'll use the regular 7.62 armor with the machine gun in the event that I need it. Again, I haven't decided yet for sure if I'm going to leave a path for them to walk in. You guys will see in a second my super awesome horde base that just drops them the minute they try and get to me. Almost through the night now, so starting to put stuff away, make room. Now, don't forget, guys, if you ever want to, just watch me in real time so you can hear the explanation of everything I'm doing as I'm doing it, you can always make sure you like and subscribe, and then catch all my live streams on whatever platform you're watching on. And I tend to go into more detail about each thing that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Like here, where I'm knocking this all out, it's because I'm going to transform the house into a standing fortress. I've already made a knockout ring around it so I can deal with screamers that come because of my forge. And of course, dumbest thing ever, the dew collectors generate heat for the screamers on for the screamer heat map. So yeah, they're always going to come even if I shut everything off. Unless I shut everything off and all of those are full, I'm still going to get screamers. So want to make sure that I can kill the screamers as quick as possible. If I need to get down and run over to my horde base because a lot of them come before I can take out the screamers, so be it. But I at least want a shot to be able to like take them out without having to come down and completely screw up my routine. So just finished getting organized. It's about time to move on. It's almost daytime. So gonna go up, check on my cooking, get all my food put away, and then I'm gonna collect seeds and get ready because when I go out, it's like I said, got a lot going on right now between collecting ammunition, trying to get quests done, and now I'm getting ready to start trying to build my farm. Since I have the level 3 living off the land now, that's the first point where you're able to collect enough resources, and then you get an additional bonus if you have the complete set of the farmer's gear. So now I'm going to come over here. The last screamer horde, like there was 3 screamers, so it was a ton of zombies, and I'm using that to check where they damaged the base, replacing the missing ladders, and upgrading anything that got damaged to cobblestone so it's less likely to fall during the actual blood moon. Because this game isn't like the old version. Like, they don't mess around from day one. You get a massive horde no matter what. I remember it used to seem like there was like just 1 or 2 zombies at a time in the first couple blood moons, but not this time. So get my missing bars replaced. And then this was actually a screw up. I accidentally put one of those in and then realized it's going to block the ladder, so I took it right back out. But it's looking great. I'm still debating whether or not I want to build a single bar down the middle so they can actually get all the way to me and I can like do some melee fighting. Kind of like being able to just shoot them across. So that's the way I'm set up. Those poles do give them the pathing ability, but they tend to fall. Like 3 or 4 each horde managed to get all the way across to me. And dire wolves, I didn't see any on my last one, but when the dire wolves come, I think they come on day 14. No, I got them on with my buddy. We got dire wolves on day 7, but I didn't on this one. So if they come on day 14, they'll be able to get across to me. So I'll probably want to put some extra poles on the outside of those scaffolding ladders to just give some extra hit points in front of them. But I do love the scaffolding ladders because when cobs come, the spit doesn't get through. Well, I mean, a little bit splatters through, but you don't get a direct hit. So they work out great. So now I'm off to the house. And of course, it's early in the morning, so I'm going to double run the base. Just destroy everything, wrench it all apart. You know that you always need more mechanical parts, so with everything going to be popping back up, might as well get it now, and then you can double your resources. Now, I slowed it down here because on the other side of that wall there, I was thinking it was a biker and was going to be super tough, but it turns out it's not the biker. It's actually
under these, so you kind of have to.
just a big old fat dude with the sores on his belly. And I never noticed the sores on his belly. That was actually something Bettina noticed. It was kind of hilarious.
I heard a cop. Oh no, it's just a big ugly mother. I thought it was
And
a
he
biker.
and he did sound like a cop. So that was my comment that I made. It sounded like he was a cop, but no, he's just tons of fun. Jabba the Hutt coming at you. So I choose to take him down using the pipe baton here. Like, I'm in love with it. It does tons of damage. It doesn't seem to be overly abusive of your stamina. So it allows you to continue the fight. And you can back up pretty easy. And unlike the guns and stuff, you don't have to reload. So right back to wrenching apart all this stuff. The tractors. I'm going to get it all as I run through here. I want to collect as much resources and materials as I can, including the wood, since I'm here. But the biggest reason I'm doing this early on, like, I know that what you get out of it probably isn't actually worth it. Oh, there we go, using my Assassin's Creed to one-shot the zombies again. So it definitely makes it a lot easier. So gonna keep creeping through the house and one-shot him, and then look at that, decapitated with an arrow. That's fantastic. And this guy's gonna jump out on me, so I'm just gonna back away, fight him in the hallway with the spear, and it's an Egger suit. And if you guys catch the connection there, the little Easter egg, I call him Egger suits because he looks exactly like the bug in the Egger suit in Men in Black, and it's just hilarious to me. So going back, looting. I'm still keeping it sped up when I'm doing the looting, and I only slow it down when I'm actually fighting some zombies, because, you know, that's the funnest part of the game. But I love the depth of the game and everything that you got to do, breaking stuff down, collecting magazines and reading them so you can learn. Like, the amount of depth and detail that they put into this game never ceases to amaze me. Hands down, one of the favorite games I've ever played, all time. So now it's time to go downstairs. And here they come. So there's a couple hiding in there. Here's another Egger suit. And we got, like, Bart Simpson over here.
Yeah, there are.
Or Dennis the Menace.
Like each character has like 4 different outfits.
So right there, I was explaining to Bettina because he is wearing like a rock shirt here. And the other one was wearing a camouflage, so I was explaining to her that now in the new system, there's like 4 or 5 outfits for each of the characters. So there's like 4 or 5 different nurses, 4 or 5 different Eggers, 4 or 5 different Karens, 4 or 5 different single moms, 4 or 5 different outfits for the church lady. I hate her. She's always like fast and strong. So back to looting and tearing stuff apart. Got another couple magazines. That's always a win. I think that was a magazine, a schematic. Using my assassin thing, trying to hit. And of course I missed the first one. When I can't really afford to lose arrows, I'm missing my shot. So I'm going to try one more time before I move in. Can I do it? There we go. Bullseye. One shot. Kill. But I can hear another zombie in there, so I'm creeping forward, trying to surprise him. Oh shit, he sees me. It's another Dennis the Menace. So he's got to die. And of course I'm trying to use the arrow, and I managed to one-shot him in the head on the second time. So I'm looking for valves as I'm going around, trying to figure out how to shut off that gas so I can get past it, because there's a door behind it. And I get real creative and end up burning my ass. Pretty good at that too, setting myself on fire using, you know, gas pipe fires or campfires or flaming zombies. I just managed to catch myself on fire a whole lot. So back to looting. I think everybody's dead. And I come out and I get attacked by a zombie and a vulture. And then I realize there's a couple more up in the attic. I was never able to get up there from the bottom. So I find that you can actually come from that curved Quonset hut type roof. And then here I'm just going to zip right through. Redoing the whole entire building. Now I have massive problems with my storage now. But I think I've come up with a solution. I'm going to put a storage chest here. Unload everything except what I need. So then I'm not encumbered again. And I can just zip through here. Kill all these guys. And you guys already saw me kill all these zombies. So it's not like I really need to slow it down here. So kill a Karen. Kill a Bettina nurse. Go down below. Back in through the front door. Get a couple sneak kills here. This time it's chick on the floor. One shot her. One shot the kid. Come downstairs. And then, of course, the guy gets me from behind. So we're fighting all the way out to the back door because they're a lot faster this time. And a lot stronger characters than the ones that got me last time. So I'm still zipping through. I'm kind of watching the map, trying to figure out where exactly my satchel's going to be. I hit the keys, hoping it turns off the gas, but it doesn't. But what do the keys do? I can't figure this out. But I decide, okay, I'm going to see if I can go around the fire. And what do you know? There's a door in there. There's some zombies in there. So I decide to use the desk there as a barrier and fight them from behind that. Took a little damage, but not too bad. And now my sprained leg is down to 3 minutes. So just rolling right along. So looting again. Not tearing them apart as much stuff. So the stuff that I can come back to can respawn. And zipping through here. Just gotta find the last of the loot. And that satchel. So get these guys killed on this floor. I'm tracking closer to the satchel, but it's not in any of the closets. Where could it be? Then I get out to the living room and I realize it's hidden in the cabinet. So destroy the cabinet, get the satchel. Finish looting out the kitchen. Again, I'm not tearing anything up this time because I don't have a reset. So again, I'm already playing with the stuff. So get out here, and I thought I'd be able to just run in there and collect the loot inside and the materials. And this time there's a freaking Edgar suit in there. So gonna wrench apart the tractor because the tractor's not lootable. Same thing with the cars. Anytime I come across anything that's not lootable, I'm gonna tear it apart. Get the materials. Now I just combine all my stacks and then make the decisions. What am I gonna take and what's gonna go with me? And like, there's some hard choices in here. I end up like eating a bunch of the food because, well, it will give me a build up. I actually left behind cobblestone that I need, clay that I need, and I left behind murky water, but it's not a big deal. I'm getting like 12 waters a day now from my dew collectors, so I should be okay on the water, so it's not a big deal that I left that behind. But back on the bike, zipping towards home, and getting up this hill. Get back to Trader Rack, get insulted, but get a whole bundle of magazines. And then I get a second one, so I got a mod schematic. And read some of my magazines. And to read the magazines when I wasn't full because I had to open the box, I just dropped a bunch of stuff, opened up the magazines, read them all, and then put them right back away. So getting back into my house, clear out some more of this rail that I'm getting rid of. Because as I mentioned before, I'm going to be getting rid of all of it. So head back inside, and now it's time to sort through all my stuff, get it back in the right crates. And then I realized I didn't sell my dollar to the trader, so I need to do that tomorrow. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, It was a really pleasure having you guys.